All right, this video we are going to check parallelism. So let's go ahead and put our theorem in here, parallel slopes theorem. So if P and Q are both not vertical, so here's line P, line Q, we can see they're not vertical, then P is parallel to Q if and only if the slope of line P is equal to the slope of line Q. So if P and Q are both not vertical, then P is parallel to Q if and only if the slope of line P is equal to the slope of line Q. All right, well, what if P and Q are vertical? So if P and Q are both vertical lines, so we can identify when lines are vertical, then that means that P is parallel to Q. We can straight away say they are parallel if both lines are vertical. All right, so we can see that lines that have the same slope, when the slopes are equal, our lines are parallel. So let's test that. Let's see if we have parallel lines. So in our example, are lines K and N parallel? How do you know? So what we're going to do here is we want to find the slope of each line. So we're going to find the slope of line K first. So if we look at our picture, line K, what we're looking for are two nice clean points on line K. I can see right here, well, first of all, here is line K, this one right here. Here's a nice point at -2, 2. And if I keep following, I can see a nice point there at 2, -3. So we will go ahead and make note of those two ordered pairs. What we just noticed was that line K passes through those two points. When you have 2 points on your line, we can find the slope. Just a reminder, our slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we can label our ordered pairs x1, y1, x2, y2, and then just plug in those values. So our y2 is -3 minus our y1 is 2 over x2 is 2 minus our x1 is a -2, so minus the negative turns to +2, and we have -5/4. So our slope of line K is equal to 5/4. We're trying to figure out if K and N are parallel, so the next thing we want to know is what the slope of line N is. So we're going to follow the same process. We're going to find the slope of line N. We want to find 2 points that line N will pass through. So we can kind of zoom into our graph, look for some nice clean points. I can see line N is going through this ordered pair, 1, +2. And if I kind of follow along, here's another nice one at 4, -2. So we just noticed that line N passes through those two ordered pairs. The first one we said was 1, 2, and the second one is 4, -2. So we're going to go ahead and find the slope of this line. So our slope formula, y2 minus y1. I will go ahead and just label my points just so I don't accidentally pick the wrong number. So y2 minus y1, -2 minus 2 over x2 minus x1, 4 minus 1. We are getting a slope of -4/3. So the question is, are lines K and N parallel? Well, if we remember what we said about parallel lines is they have to have the same slope. Line M has a slope of -5/4. Line K, sorry, this is K. Line K has a slope of -5/4. Line N has a slope of -4/3. And we know that -5/4 is not equal to a -4/3. Therefore, these lines are not parallel. They have to have the same slope in order for us to say that they are parallel.